Hey guys, another show and tell, still cleaning up. This is a Alfred Herbert quick change drill chuck. It's probably something that most people haven't ever seen. Someone sent it to me, a friend. Just as a curiosity, really. It's a Morse taper, so it's no good for this machine, and if it was any good, I doubt whether there'd be any practical use for it now. It's off a production machine of some sort, not a very big one, but it's nice to have. I kind of think that these old drill chucks are pretty cool. And I've got a soft spot for production machines, turret lathes and things, and the way that they work and what they do. So I do tend to end up with things like this. So this is, it's marked Alfred Herbert, Coventry, makers, quick change drill chuck, and the patent date, which is 1919. So all it is a couple of balls that lock in a collar, and it's got two collars with it. A couple of them that are Morse taper. So what happens is that your Morse taper drill goes in there, in that collar, like such. You pull the collar back and you push it in the drill chuck and locate it forward so the ball pops back out and holds it in place, and it's in there. When you want to swap him over, you just pull him back and this one falls out, and you can slip the next one in. And the problem, of course, with it is that you've got to have a sleeve for every single drill that you're going to use on that machine. But quite often production machines were set up to do one job over their whole life, so you don't really, it may have only required one change in a process ever, so there was probably plenty. But that's fairly interesting. It's not a big chuck. It's number 2 Morse taper, and the same on this end. It's a bit beat up, but it's definite Morse taper, and it's all there, and it all works fine. I gave it a bit of a pull apart and a clean up today because it was a bit stiff. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's the Alfred Herbert quick change drill chuck and how it works. All it's got in here is a screw there, and there's a row of balls in there that slide into a groove, and that's what retains the collar on there. It's a long groove or a wide groove, and the balls pop from one side to the other. These two ball bearings, there's one there and one on the other side with springs behind them. They keep it closed basically. You pull it back and it's free to releases those two balls. You push it back there and the two balls keep it closed. And I guess there was a lot of production machines around that needed something like that. And if you only had a 3-head turret to bore and drill and tap, or drill and tap and machine the outside of something on a pipe fitting or such, and you need to put 2 drills in it, well then this was probably the easiest way to get some unskilled labour to do it. It's just a matter of pretty foolproof actually. Pull him back, slip the drill out, slip the next arbor in, and you're away. So that's the purpose of that. If you ever see one, they're probably fairly thin on the ground, like most old production equipment now. There isn't many turret lathes left, and there's not very many capstan lathes left, and there's probably not a whole lot of these sorts of specialist tool holding attachments left either, but it's kind of nice to record them for posterity, and I thought there might be someone out there who might be a little bit interested like I am. So that's the Alfred Herbert quick change drill chuck. Thanks for watching, guys.